All right, guys, I thought we'd have a little bit of a switch up. After all, it's winter break, so I'm sure you don't want to hear me all the time. So what we're gonna do today is Gizmos. And remember tonight at 6 o'clock, we'll be having our Zoom meeting. I'll also put a reminder in today's to-do list. So let's go ahead, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys are familiar with being able to play this game. It's a little activity. And what it'll do is there's 4 levels, and all of the levels will basically help you get to really understand how to solve equations. Let me just go ahead and turn this music off. But when you guys play it, knock yourselves out at home. All right, so it's very simple. I know it looks like it has a lot of levels, but let me just show you what the levels entail. So here's n, which is our variable. And at the end of the day, I really need you guys to understand that when we're solving an equation, and this is like one of the premises for algebra that you really need to make sure that you understand, is that we're trying to isolate the variable. So as it starts off, this is very important that you read everything. So don't just click. You really need to read it. So it says, this is great. I love spending time alone. And that's basically how when you isolate a variable, it's by itself. It's the only time I can relax. So you notice that I'm pausing to read everything. And then here's the zeros being added to this variable. And it says, right? So cute. Okay, so that's one level already down, right? So we're going to go to the next level. Notice that it's at 2. Now, here's where it gets imperative. You see all these words here. Please write it down. I will also put the PDF file that's in there. However, we don't walk around and say, oh, let me look at my phone and make sure that I'm going over my vocabulary. That's not realistic. So please make sure that you're writing it down in your notebook, or, again, I would recommend index cards. The tools of the trade that I say you should have are your index cards and, yes, the handy dandy highlighter. Okay. So write that down. So what we're seeing here is additive identity states that if someone adds 0 to you, or if we add 0 to a term, in this case, it's kind of making it like a person. So if someone adds 0 to you, they haven't actually changed you. You're still you. So make sure that as you're writing the vocabulary that you're not just like, oh, okay, I'm just going to write this down. I don't know what it means, but hey, it's in my notes. No, please make sure that you understand that. So take a second back. Additive identity means that when 0 is added to anything, it doesn't change it. Just like if you had $100 and I'm like, yo, I'm going to give you $0. Guess what? You still only have $100. Doesn't change it. All right. So after you go ahead and write that down, go ahead and close this out. Now here's the thing. What's going to happen is you're going to click this. And by clicking it, it's almost like applying the property, right? So they're saying, okay, additive identity. When I go ahead and click additive identity, what happens? Additive identity means that if I add 0 to anything, I did not change it. So n goes right back to being by itself. And that's his happy place. He loves it. Yay. So we're going to go ahead and go to next. Again, notice that it's already up another level, right? So now it says, that's not 0. Now, again, by clicking here, and you're going to get used to this as you're going through the levels, by clicking here, and I click on the subtraction sign, now it's saying simplify, right? So simplify, and this is going to be combining like terms. So I have a +2 and a -2. And then what's going to happen? If you don't know, you could press show me. So I'm just going to do it so you can see. Okay, but a 0 actually happens. Okay, so it showed you. Now it's telling you, hey, okay, now you do it yourself. So you go ahead and you press 0, you press done, and then the animation is going to happen. And again, what happens? We know that, and this, I love how the little book pops up. Just in case you forget, it has a vocabulary. So this is just make sure you're taking that time to actually use the tools that's there. And again, what are we going to do? We're going to apply additive identity. What does additive identity say? It says that anything that 0 is added to becomes itself. So that means that n plus 0 is the same as n. Okay. All right. And notice that I didn't get as many stars. Because I did ask for it to show me. So obviously I didn't get my 3 stars like before. So again, one more time, you're going to go ahead and click here. You're going to see that it says simplify. You're going to click here. you're going to see that what? We're going to apply the 0. We're going to press done. Okay. Now, again, additive, that pops up. Why? Additive identity was applied. I'm going to go ahead and hit here. I hear you, my friend. All right. One more time. All right. So again, now what am I doing? I cannot combine n plus 1, right? That's not like terms, but I can go ahead and click here. I'm going to simplify. I'm not rewriting this as addition. I'm going to simplify. This is going to be 1 minus 1 is 0. I'm going to press done. Uh-huh. We're going to hit it again. All right, so guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Again, make sure that I hear you, my friend. Thank you so much. So we're going to go here. That didn't take long, and I'm already here for level 1 to go ahead and complete this. Just make sure that as you're going through each one of the levels, that you are making sure, let me go back here. I just want to go back to that book again. Just make sure that, again, once this pops up, you take a moment to write it down and you make sure that you're understanding it and then apply it. All right. See you at 6 tonight.